Alright, what's up YouTube? We are going to be doing technically a vlog today, but we're also going to be talking about drawdown in your trading journey, alright? I recently was in drawdown for a little bit. I was on a 5-trade losing streak, so I wanted to make a video this weekend. I want to start making the vlogs every weekend for you guys again, because the last couple videos have been doing pretty good. But other than that, I wanted to start it off with, I got Tundra running in the back. Just wanted to start it off with just talking to you guys because it's been a while since I've actually posted a vlog. But we're going to go to the beach, we're going to get some breakfast, and then I'm probably just going to talk to you guys about drawdown and what you guys should do and how you should feel with your emotions and everything like that when you guys are dealing with drawdown, especially if you are on funded accounts, right? But again, I was on a 5-trade losing streak recently, and I ended up getting back those 5 losses within 2 trades, right? And that's how risk to reward works, and I'm going to explain that when we get to the beach later. But again, just wanted to say what's up to you guys, and hopefully you guys enjoy these videos. The YouTube is definitely growing, right? We're at around 700 and something subscribers now, which is freaking crazy. I remember 6 months ago we literally had 0 subscribers, or 7 months ago, whatever it's been. But we've been sticking to the grind. We've been trusting the process. We've been growing as a trader. We're still not where we want to be yet. I'm not one of the best traders yet, and I'm very far from that. But again, I just show the truth and the real reality of my journey. And I feel like as I grow as a trader over time and get to where we need to be, it's going to be good for the people who are beginning trading, right? Starting off in trading, and also who just want to have confidence in their trading and show that it actually is possible to go from unprofitable to profitable, and also get all the stuff between the middle, right? Nobody really shows the middle of the journey before they become profitable or consistently profitable, let's say, right? I've made money in this game and we all know that by now, but again, the goal is to become consistently profitable, and I want to get the middle of the journey to show you guys that and show you that it is actually possible for when we get to where we want to be in the future and get to the top, all right? We'll probably skip to me getting some food or something like that, or to the beach. But again, I'll probably put on the mic at the beach so you guys don't hear the waves. But other than that, we'll probably cut to that part and go from there. Uh-oh, Tunji's gonna eat the camera. Oh, did I eat the camera? And then we got Tigo. Ah, don't bite him. What you got?
What you got, Tundra?
Uh-oh.
Good girl.
Girly. Wanna be on YouTube? Oh, he's sunbathing.
You got an ant on you.
Uh-oh.
Morning.
Crazy girl. Crazy girl. Crazy girl. Ready, go.
Good boy, Tito.
No, we're getting the thirst trap going in here.
Stop.
Alright, here's our breakfast. As you can see, I got the berries of the blue, and I got the bananas on there with the nuts, and yeah. And then Avery's got the, yeah, I don't know what
I got, I think, a chicken avocado wrap.
Kind of jealous of it. Pretty big. And then we got the, I don't even know what that is.
These are just fresh juices.
Yep, there we go.
Travis got a watermelon pear.
I got a watermelon pear in my pants. Alright, other than that, we're gonna go to my parents' house, and then we're gonna eat this food, and then we'll get the education vlog. Well, technically it's not education. We're just gonna go over what you guys, yeah, we're just gonna talk about drawdown and stuff. It's my experience with my journey. If you guys want to listen, you can listen. Again, we're gonna get to where we want to get to in the future, but other than that, we'll go over drawdown. Like I said, I was on a 5-trade losing streak. We'll go over the mindset you guys should have when you're in drawdown, how you should treat it, and how you can get out of it, right? Right, Avery? How do you get out of drawdown?
I don't know.
She probably doesn't even know what drawdown is. What's drawdown?
When you're...
Yes, she got it.
Below break even.
No. No, I get, no.
In drawdown?
Technically, I guess. Yeah, maybe. We'll consider it. Alright, bye. Alright, we are at the beach now. You probably saw the beginning of the video, but I just want to go over the main stuff of this video, which is going to be going through drawdown as a trader, especially when you guys are on PA accounts. I currently haven't traded a live account a little bit because I'm trying to build up to 20 PA accounts with Apex. That's just a personal decision that I made. That's totally up to you guys if you want to trade live or if you want to trade with prop firm accounts, because again, with prop firm accounts, you guys can build more capital with less capital, right? Instead of just putting a lot of money into a live account and risking losing that, you can activate these funded accounts that help you guys
build money, right, with someone else's money and be able to request payouts and then start to build your own capital and use that capital to get into live accounts. And also, if you're a beginner trader or just, let's say, a year's worth of trading, you guys don't know what you're pretty much doing yet, and let's be honest with that. It's good to just not start on live funds, right? Because again, that's just gonna not be a good thing to do. Personally, I've dealt with that in my trading journey, because again, you guys know my story. When I made a good amount of money in crypto, I ended up investing that money into a live account, and I ended up losing most of that money right away, and that sent me down a little bit of a spiral because you get emotional when you lose a lot of money. Nobody likes losing money. And again, that's just not going to help with your emotions in the future in trading. So I just want to go over my experience, right? This is based off of my journey. If you guys want to follow that, that's totally up to you. I just try and give the best advice out there and show the truth of my journey, and someone who's in the middle of the stages of their trading journey. Again, I have been trading for 6 years, but I'm trying to get to the part where I can be consistently profitable. I don't consider just getting 1 or 2 or 3 payouts consistently profitable. I'm talking about getting payouts month after month, and then also transferring to a live account. What I want to just go over today is I was just personally on a 5-trade losing streak, and there's people out there who are on YouTube, and again, it happened the same thing with TJR. He was on a losing streak also, and people just decide to talk a lot of shit and everything and say you aren't good at trading, this and that, because you take losses. But that truly just shows the people who are talking like that actually don't understand trading, because every time you guys go into the markets, there's a possibility you are going to lose based off of a percentage, right? We got to be real here. There's statistics based off of your strategy, based off of how you guys come into the markets every day and how you guys execute your trades, right? You're trying to find an edge in the markets. Let's say you're 55% profitable, 65% profitable, or 75%, or whatever you want to say. There's no such thing as 100% profitability in this trading world, and there's always a possibility of you losing a trade. So even if you come in the next day, it's a brand new day. Let's say you're 70% profitable, right? You still have that other percentage of the chances of you losing that trade, and it's possible. But again, the point you guys have to come across here is, once you start to accept the losses in trading, accept that you could take multiple losses in trading, and trust your system and trust your edge over the long run, that's when you guys are going to start getting better as traders. And I just proved myself with that, doing this recently and trusting my system and not listening to the hate, and just overall believing in myself, trusting my long-term system that I went and back tested for hours and hours throughout the years, and just overall trusted the long-term game plan. And literally in 2 trades, we end up getting all of those 5 losses back, and now we're back to where we need to be. Again, it's not a winning month yet, but my goal for this time, and what your guys' goal should be, is to slowly build yourself back up. And for example, like when I was on my third trade that I lost during the month in a row, I started to size down on my trades, and that helped me get a little bit more room in my accounts, right? Because again, when you're on a PA account, for me example, I'm on a 50K account. You have a $2,500 drawdown room that you have to get past that buffer, and you can start building the account, right? So you have to find a system that works good for you, right? A good system, a good risk management system that you're going to risk every single trade. Like for me personally, if I'm above $2,100 of drawdown or $2,200 of drawdown, I'll risk around $200 to $250 per trade until I'm going to get past that buffer, right? I know a lot of people don't want to hear that because it takes time and it takes a lot of patience to be able to get to where you want to be. But again, me personally, I'm not in the rush. I'm trying to get these accounts past the buffer into a good spot so I could take out monthly income on multiple accounts, right? Because we built up to 11 right now. The goal is 20. But even if we request in the future $1,000 out of the accounts per month, and we make $2,000 in profit, right, on the month, that's still taking out $11,000 a month and still having the accounts grow. And that's the point where I'm trying to get to. For example, if you guys start losing multiple trades in a row, right? Let's say 2 or 3 trades. Me personally, after I lose 3 trades in a row, I'll size down half, right, and target a 1 to 2. So when I was on the 5-trade losing streak, so we ended up coming into the new day after FOMC, I decided to risk. I usually risk around $200 to $250, right? I ended up risking around $140 on the trade, and I targeted a 1 to 3. Ended up making around $277 on the trade. I'm not 100% what the risk to reward was on that, but it was close to a 1 to 3. And we ended up making a good amount of profit back, right? So we were down $500 on the month total, right? And then on one trade, we ended up making around $277, which got back 3 of my losses, right? And then Friday came around, we ended up hitting another trade and then getting the rest of that back, which is good. But again, I think you guys, when you start to lose, a lot of people start to just rush the process and want to get that payout so quick, or want to get back to where they were because they saw where their accounts were, and then they start to size up. They try and get the profits or the losses back that they already lost to get the account back to where they want to get it. And that mental battle starts to F around with everything, right? It's going to start blowing your accounts. You're going to not have enough room to trade. For example, when I was at $1,700 to drawdown, I was only risking around $100 to $150. You could do the math on that, but it's like I had 15 trades I could lose in a row before I blow the accounts. And that just gave me a lot more confidence and a lot more comfortability to be able to just keep trading like the way I trade, trust my system. Even if I take another loss, just keep trusting the system, target your 1 to 2, 1 to 3 risk to reward. And over time, if you're more profitable than you are losing, statistically, you will be winning more in the long run, right? But again, you have to go through those losses to figure that out. But my personal experiences with this, guys, a lot of people try and full port these accounts. They want to rush the process. They want to get a payout as quick as possible. They don't want to build these accounts. If you want to do that, that's totally up to you. But again, I've had many funded accounts before, and last time I had 11, I ended up almost getting a $35,000 payout. I got past the threshold. I needed 2 more profitable days, ended up blowing the accounts, didn't get the payout, and that's just the full honest truth. So this time coming around, I've just literally been focusing on my psychology, my risk management, my overall long-term game plan, and not rushing the process, right? I'm trying to take my time, build these accounts, trust a system, build a system, learn how you trade, learn how your emotions are best. Like, again, find a position size that helps you perform really well. If it's 3 or 4 micros per account, find that out. Like one time I started to trade 4 micros because I wanted to size up a little bit, but every time I would lose, I'd lose more money, and that would mess up my psychology, right? So I found out right now what I'm comfortable with trading until I get past the buffer is I want to trade with 3 micros per account, risk around 200 to 250 if I'm in a comfortable spot. If I start losing multiple trades in a row, I'll scale down. I'll risk around 100 to 150, target my 1 to 2, 1 to 3 risk to rewards, build back up slowly, not rush back and get it, and then get to the position where I can be in, where I can start going back to my normal size, targeting my 1 to 2, 1 to 3 risk to reward, and slowly start to build up past that buffer, right? I think that the hardest thing that people can't come across is they want to rush this process to prove something to somebody. They want to prove that they can get a payout, and they want to prove that they can make money in this world, right? And I just feel like the markets eat up people like that all the time because, again, this is a slow and patient game. You got to be patient. You got to be disciplined. You have to follow your system. You have to follow your rules. You have to follow your overall long-term game plan, be able to consistently grow over a long period of time, because you are going to lose. And the people who are sizing big and rushing the process, it's going to truly show when they come on that 4 or 3 or 4 or 5 trading lose streak. They're going to end up blowing their accounts, and it's going to show them who they really are as a trader. And that's why, if you go back on my Instagram, again, I post all my stuff on my Instagram because I don't have an editor on YouTube yet. I post everything on Instagram. I post the truth about my whole trading journey and everything. All right, guys, I think we're over that point. I post everything on there for you guys to see. I just truly think that when I went back this last weekend, I even posted a video about it. I was on a 5 trade losing streak, right? I went back on the weekend, got away from the charts, and just kind of tried to just enjoy life a little bit and just get away from the markets and not stress out so much. And I truly think that helped because we get so caught up in just studying 24/7 with this stuff and thinking about it 24/7 and wanting to make that money back 24/7 or wanting to win trades and all that stuff. It's good to get away and kind of reflect on what you're doing emotionally, psychologically, is that a word, right? Psychologically, yeah, is that to say that right? You got to really just dive deep into yourself and just figure out what you are doing wrong and not keep blaming it on the markets, blaming it on other people, blaming it on your job, blaming it on your dog, I don't know, but just blaming it on your life. You got to go back and deep dive into what you're actually doing. And a way that I found that's best for me to figure that out is I record myself every single day and I go back and watch myself on how I react, what I'm looking for, and overall what I do when the live markets are happening, right? And the only way you can figure that out is just watching yourself trade live when you go live every morning. And I figured out that's a good way for me to just observe myself and watch myself. It's like an example of, again, I used to be a D1 athlete. I used to go back and watch film on myself, and you guys are probably play football, basketball, whatever you are. I started thinking like how I was as an athlete, and I'd go back and watch myself when I was an athlete and look at the mistakes I was making during my matches, what I was doing wrong, because the only way you could see that is watching yourself do it. I incorporated that into my trading, and now that's actually been a way that I've started to get a little bit better, and I feel like that's the true way that helped me get out of this drawdown. by just seeing how I actually am as a trader live, seeing my emotions, seeing how I react, see what I'm looking for in the markets. Because sometimes I'll be looking for something totally different and sticking to my bias and not seeing what the market is showing me. And I would just be totally blind to what the market's showing me and then take a stupid trade. There's a lot of stuff that comes into this trading stuff, guys. I'm just trying to show the real truth and the real reality of my journey to help the people who are beginning in trading and to help the people who are struggling in a spot, to show people for when I get to where I want to be that it really truly is possible. Because again, I feel like a lot of people don't show the middle part of the trading journey. They just show all the either the glory part with all their cars and their watches and stuff like that, and they sell their course and stuff and all that stuff. There's not really anybody out there that shows the whole journey, the beginning, the middle, and the end. And I'm at the part where I want to show the middle because I'm not where I want to be yet, but we're going to get there slowly over time. There is no rush. I just want to keep doing what I'm doing every day, growing as a trader, growing as a person, doing the right things. And I truly believe if you stay disciplined and consistent over a long period of time, anybody can be good at anything as long as they stick to it and truly dedicate their time to it and just be consistent and patient. If you guys are in drawdown, scale down a little bit. Scale down a little bit. Look at your psychology. Don't get all emotional. Don't try and freak out and say, I'm on a 5-trade losing streak. Losses don't define who you are as a trader. Don't listen to the people who are hating on you on social media because they really don't know what they're talking about. In trading, you're going to lose. You're going to lose trades. You're going to lose multiple trades in a row. You're going to have losing weeks. You're going to have losing months. And I truly believe that is the part that most people can't overcome because it truly defines you as a trader, because the real emotions and the real devil inside of you comes out when you're in those situations. And you have to start looking at those hard situations as an opportunity to show yourself and show other people, if you're running a community, that you can actually get out of those areas, right? Take it as an opportunity to prove to yourself that all the stuff you've been working on, all the stuff you've been studying for, training for, everything like that, you have to learn how to get out of those deep, dark spots and just look at it as a positive situation where I can put all the stuff to work, show and prove to myself that I actually get out of this situation and build more confidence in my trading and continue growing over the future. All right, I'm going to go jump in the water. Naked probably. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna go jump in the water, enjoy my weekend. I'll see you guys on Monday if you guys are in my Discord. But overall, we're gonna keep the YouTube growing. Hopefully this helps a couple of you guys out there on YouTube. Again, I just want to do this to help people out there and show them the real reality of trading. But other than that, I'm gonna stop yapping now. Enjoy the time on the beach on the weekend, and we'll get back to trading next week. All right, peace out.